This video will guide you through the process of enrolling a user on your new facial recognition time clock. In order to enroll a new employee on your new facial recognition time clock, a manager or supervisor will need to be present at the clock to enroll the new employee. To enroll new employees, the manager or supervisor will enter their credentials on the clock to access the supervisor menu. Once the manager has logged into the supervisor menu, they should now choose the Enroll button to enroll a new user. Enter the ID of the employee being enrolled on the keypad that appears on the screen. If the employee has an ID badge, you can also present the badge to the proximity card reader. Once this step is complete, a biometric consent prompt will appear on the screen. This consent must be accepted or denied by the employee. If the employee chooses not to accept the biometric consent, the employee must use another form of identification, such as an employee ID number or a badge, to access the terminal for clocking in and out. Once the employee accepts the biometric consent, the camera will turn on and the facial recognition system will begin to detect the user by displaying a rectangular bounding box around the employee's face. During enrollment and subsequent use, pay close attention to the color of the bounding box, as they are a guide to help you during proper positioning. The green bounding box means the user is positioned properly and at the right distance from the terminal for proper enrollment. The red bounding box indicates that the user is too close to the camera. To correct this, the employee must step back until the green bounding box appears. The blue bounding box indicates that the user is too far from the camera. To correct this error, the user must step forward until the green bounding box appears. If you see a black bounding box around a face, it indicates the camera is detecting multiple people. Only one person can be at the frame at once. Also, for best results, the employee should stand naturally in front of the camera without bending forward or backward or by standing on tiptoes. The user should simply face directly into the camera, keeping their eyes open, mouth closed, and face relaxed. Prescription glasses are acceptable during an enrollment process, but sunglasses are not. The enrollment process requires you to capture 3 poses that will be converted into digital templates. To capture the poses, tap the circle on the center of the screen 3 times. The yellow ring around the circle indicates the time you have remaining to capture the poses. After the system captures the 3 poses, they'll be displayed on the screen for verification. Please take time to review them and to ensure that they all show the user with eyes open, mouth closed, lighting is correct, and head position is good. If you notice that any of the poses are bad, you should select retry or cancel the enrollment. If they're good, you can continue with the enrollment process. After you have enrolled an employee, it's recommended that you test the enrollment by having the user log onto the clock. This will ensure the enrollment was successful. If you encounter any issues, it's recommended you re-enroll the employee to ensure accurate recognition. Here's an additional tip for appending poses. If an employee sometimes wears glasses or has another common facial look, you can use the append button to capture 3 more poses to account for both of these distinct looks. You have successfully enrolled a user on the facial recognition time clock.